I don't think people understand how the personal computer revolutionized the world. It changed how we work, communicate, and even think. Companies like Apple and Microsoft became giants, their products ubiquitous. But the story of the personal computer isn't just about these tech behemoths. It's also about where their revolutionary ideas originated. This is the story of how Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, two icons of the digital age, found inspiration in the groundbreaking work of Xerox PARC. Some might even call it stealing. Welcome to Entrepreneurial Edge. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Xerox, the copier giant, dominated the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Their machines became synonymous with photocopying, revolutionizing the way businesses and individuals handled documents. The name Xerox itself became a verb, a testament to their influence. Seeking to leverage their success and push the boundaries of technology, they founded the Palo Alto Research Center, or PARC, in 1970. This was not just a research facility. It was a bold experiment in innovation. PARC was a research haven, attracting brilliant minds from various fields. Scientists, engineers, and visionaries gathered here, driven by a shared goal of pioneering the future. Their mission to invent the future of computing. And invent they did. The atmosphere at PARC was electric, filled with the hum of creativity and the excitement of groundbreaking discoveries. PARC birthed technologies that would define the modern computer age. The researchers there were not just thinking about the next step, they were envisioning leaps and bounds into the future. The graphical user interface, or GUI, was a revelation. It transformed the way people interacted with computers, making them accessible to a broader audience. Instead of cryptic commands, users interacted with icons and windows. This intuitive approach made computing more user-friendly and laid the foundation for modern operating systems. Ethernet networking connected computers, allowing for seamless data sharing. This innovation was crucial in the development of local area networks and the internet as we know it today. And then there was the computer mouse, an intuitive tool that made navigating the digital world effortless. It was a simple yet revolutionary device that changed the way users interacted with their machines. These innovations culminated in the Xerox Alto in 1973, a machine decades ahead of its time. The Alto was not just a computer, it was a vision of the future, incorporating all the groundbreaking technologies developed at PARC. In the late 1970s, Apple Computer was a fledgling company, just beginning to find its footing in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. The team was small but passionate, driven by a shared vision of creating revolutionary products. Steve Jobs, its visionary leader, was initially skeptical of Xerox's work. He had heard about their innovations but wasn't convinced they aligned with his vision for Apple. He believed in the power of simplicity and elegance, and Xerox's machines seemed clunky and expensive. They were a far cry from the sleek, user-friendly devices he envisioned for the future. However, curiosity got the better of him. He couldn't ignore the whispers of groundbreaking technology coming out of Xerox PARC. In 1979, Steve Jobs visited PARC with a team of Apple engineers. They were eager to see if the rumors were true and if there was something they could learn from Xerox. What they saw astonished them. The technology was unlike anything they had seen before. It was a glimpse into the future of computing. Steve Jobs was particularly captivated by the GUI. The graphical user interface was intuitive and user-friendly, a stark contrast to the command line interfaces of the time. He saw its potential to make computers accessible to everyone, not just engineers. It was a revolutionary idea that could democratize technology and bring it into homes and offices around the world. Steve Jobs negotiated a deal with Xerox. In exchange for Apple shares, Xerox would give Apple's engineers technical demonstrations of the Alto's innovations. This was a pivotal moment for Apple, as it allowed them to incorporate these groundbreaking ideas into their own products. Steve Jobs left PARC that day with a vision for the future of Apple. It was clear to him that the GUI was the key to making computers truly personal and accessible. This visit was a turning point, setting Apple on a path to create some of the most iconic and user-friendly products in tech history. Meanwhile, a young Bill Gates was building his own empire with Microsoft. In the early 1980s, Microsoft was developing software for Apple's computers. Recognizing the value of Xerox's innovations, Gates began recruiting former PARC employees, bringing their expertise to Microsoft. In 1983, Microsoft announced Windows, a graphical operating system heavily inspired by the Xerox Alto's interface. Gates exploited a legal loophole, arguing that copyright law didn't protect the specific implementation of an idea. Jobs was furious, accusing Gates of stealing Apple's ideas, which were, of course, inspired by Xerox. The ensuing legal battle went in Microsoft's favor, paving the way for Windows to dominate the PC market. The irony of this story is that Xerox, despite its groundbreaking innovations, failed to capitalize on them. The Xerox Alto, with its GUI, mouse, and networking capabilities, had the potential to revolutionize computing. However, Xerox's corporate culture was resistant to change. They were focused on their copier business and didn't see the potential of the personal computer. The Alto was expensive to produce and marketed primarily to businesses and universities. Xerox never released a widely available personal computer based on the Alto's technology. The company that invented the future of computing failed to see its true potential. The story of Xerox, Apple, and Microsoft raises questions about the nature of innovation. These tech giants have shaped the modern world, but their paths to success are filled with controversy and debate. Did Steve Jobs and Bill Gates steal from Xerox? Or did they merely build upon the foundation that Xerox laid down? Or were they simply inspired by their ideas? The line between inspiration and theft can often be blurry, especially in the fast-paced world of technology. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. The ethics of innovation often depend on one's perspective and the context in which these advancements occur. On one hand, Xerox PARC openly demonstrated its inventions. They showcased groundbreaking technologies like the graphical user interface and the mouse. They were not secretive about their work. In fact, they invited many industry leaders to see their innovations, hoping to inspire further development. Apple and Microsoft saw the potential of these innovations and had the vision and drive to bring them to the mass market. They took these ideas and transformed them into products that revolutionized personal computing. On the other hand, there's no denying that both Apple and Microsoft borrowed heavily from Xerox's work. The influence of Xerox PARC's research is evident in their early products. The similarities between the Xerox Alto's interface and those of the Apple Lisa and Microsoft Windows are too obvious to ignore. The graphical user interface in particular was a direct inspiration. Ultimately, it's up to each individual to decide whether they believe Jobs and Gates crossed a line. Did they act as visionaries who saw the potential in Xerox's ideas? Or did they take advantage of Xerox's openness? The ethics of innovation remain a topic of heated debate, reflecting the complexities of progress and the fine line between inspiration and appropriation. Regardless of the ethical debate, one thing is clear: the world owes a debt of gratitude to Xerox PARC. Their innovations laid the foundation for the personal computer revolution. The GUI, the mouse, Ethernet networking, these technologies are so ubiquitous today that we take them for granted. While Xerox may not have fully capitalized on their own inventions, their legacy lives on in every computer, smartphone, and tablet we use today. The story of Xerox PARC is a reminder that even the most groundbreaking ideas need vision, execution, and a bit of luck to truly change the world. Thank you for watching Entrepreneurial Edge. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content.